Oh, there's the copper thing. Get out of here. Like, we need you. Yeah, I know. I'm a poorly animated putty tat in a world where they want to stick me in the kiddie section. And hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one fuzzy boy. Never back at you again in the ever-present worldwide ick. And the world has still gone crazy. So let's put our minds out of that for the moment, at least. Because you're going to watch my show and you're going to relax and you're going to have a good time. It's the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask why? Does this joke never get any better? But if you did, laugh! And it's Wednesday again, my YouTube friends. I want to thank you all for being my YouTube friends once again. And I want to thank you all for clicking that subscribe button and that little bell icon because it's part of the YouTube experience and adding me to your YouTube experience. You didn't come here to listen to me talk about all the stuff that's going on. You came here for a movie review. So let's get right into it, shall we? And today's movie is Wonder Woman 1984. It is a PG movie. It is an hour and 31 minutes, so hang on. Don't drink the Super Slaker if you can see it in theaters. If you get to see it at home, drink as many Super Slakers as you can. It's an action-adventure fantasy. It came out Christmas Day of 2020, so we're a little late, but not too late to the party. It's from director Patty Jenkins. She also did the writing on this along with Geoff Johns, if I'm pronouncing it right, Dave Callaham, based on the characters from DC, William Moulton Marston. You remember him. I don't need to spill the beans on that subject anymore, do I? It stars Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Kristen Wiig, and our villain is Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord. Loved him, and we'll cover that more, but let's get through the technical stuff first. And our production companies were Atlas Entertainment, DC Comics, DC Entertainment, The Stone Quarry, and Warner Brothers. Our distributor here in the good old United States of America, God bless America, land that I love, was Warner Brothers Pictures. And our special effects were done by Double Negative Frame Store Method Studios, Third Floor, Light Hour Lounge, and Double Negative. Lots of names I've heard before that all work great together, and especially on a film like this, I feel like they did a great job. And now for my thoughts on the film. I'm going to do two reviews here. One, because I want you to I think this film is likable. And it's enjoyable for your average watch and people who lived through the 80s and stuff like that. You're going to see the nostalgia of it. It's great. There's great messages. Gal Gadot acts her face off, so does Chris Pines. And it feels good. And I like it. And for a movie that came out in 2020, well, I'm surprised that they can pull something like this off. It's a 5.5 on IMDb and a 61% with a 71% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I'm going to say this is a TV watch and maybe a DVD buy, but we're going to cut it short there. For those of you who don't want spoilers and stuff and haven't seen it yet and are trying to make a decision, I think this is a definite watch movie for you. But for you fans that are really, really hardcore, why don't you sit through the second section where I actually break it down for you. This film is full of technical errors, things that go wrong, and missed shots. Character introduction, especially with Kristen Wiig's character, stall the movie in places. and there are lessons taught in the beginning, like the first set piece of this. It doesn't really connect, and it takes a while for that connection to happen, and it's a very subtle connection. There's the Amazons running through a thing, and they're having some kind of contest, and because Gal Gadot's younger self, Lily Aspel, she's not allowed to finish the course, so to speak. And that lesson of not cheating doesn't really connect with anything into the movie, and you've got to think about what the heck is going on here. And I love it, but it has real problems. I don't even want to run down the technical flubs and stuff because there is a list. Literally, I went to IMDb and there is a list. Go look for yourself. I think this is definitely, if you can see this in theaters, I think it might be a pass just because of that. But it's out on VOD now because it came out on VOD the same time it came out on theaters. So if you have HBO, do it. If not, I say wait for the red box on this. I think CinemaSins has found fertile lands here. And I do want to say this, that I'm going to leave the pick apart to them. This is like an old yard art car that's made its way to the junkyard. While a great film with great messages and great scenes, it has its moments of pure failure. And it's average at best. I feel like I've given this as much justice as I can, so I'm going to go straight to the end here. So with that said, if you like what you've seen here, make sure you hit that like button. Likes and views are how YouTube works now. It's not the way I like it. It's just the way it is. Remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. I love your comments. Your comments have challenged me. I wish that I knew now what I know, what I should have known then on a couple of films back, because, geez. I chalk things up to things that I shouldn't have. And I have to ask, I have an Amazon, I have a Patreon. It is not without your support that keeps this channel afloat. I don't know how I do it without you. Thank you for everything that you did for me last year, and I can't wait for the things that you're going to do for me this year. And thank you for supporting my American dream. And with all that said, for a final time, if you want to see more of this nonsense, make sure you click that subscribe button and that little bell icon. Ding, 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 ding! Top of morning! And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye! Gal Gadot and Chris Pine acted their faces off, and I just chalked this up to bad writing. And I wish I knew what I knew now on Monster Hunter. God's sakes, bad editing and things did not equal lore. And I'm so sorry about that. Make sure you keep up with your self-care this year. If last year self-care... Make sure you keep up with your self-care this year. If last year's goal was self-care, I did better than I did in years past, but I still got to keep working on it. Don't you give up on your dreams this year. Make sure that if you did kind of overshoot for your New Year's resolution, try to tame it back. Thank you for listening once again, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic check. It's good. What are we going to do about it? Apparently this. So let's get into it, shall we? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one furry boy. And if you did, this joke never going to get any better, but if you did, 5. It's Wednesday again, my YouTube friends, and I want to thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.